Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tine from Tine Stitching Webs and I'm here for another update. First off, happy 2026. I hope you had like a wonderful holiday season, however you celebrate it. We kept it low-key with the Christmas Eve. My ex-brother-in-law, who also is the 14-year-old godfather, damn words are hard again today. He's also my 14-year-old godfather, and he's also an ex-colleague of my husband. So, but yeah, it was fun. It was just on Christmas Eve, it was just me, the hubby, or actually fiance. I have something to say about that later on. The little one, and then my ex-brother-in-law. We just had a more fancier dinner. We ate some snacks. We watched some TV, or the guys watched some TV. I mostly stitched. The 16-year-old was with his best friends. The 14-year-old was with his dad. And on New Year, we were with the four of us, just me, the hubby, our fiance, the little one, and 14-year-old, because the 16-year-old was still with his best friends. The rest of the Christmas break, we just most of the time we stayed home. We did some shopping. We bought some new plates in IKEA and some other stuff. I got a new Galax arrange thing for my stitching. I will put a picture up. I still need to organize it, but it's way better. That's why I'm in a different angle, by the way. I put my my tablet holder in a different spot, so that's why it's the way it is. Don't mind the mess. I still need to clean that up. Yeah, we didn't do anything special over the holiday break. We did get snow on Sunday, so I will put a picture or a little video I made this morning, because it started snowing on Sunday. It didn't last very long. It melted almost right away. Yesterday, it's Sunday night, it snowed again. That one stayed, so we got to walk through the snow to school. Yesterday, after I picked up the little one from school, we had a little snowball fight, or actually he made little snowballs and he threw them at mom. And this morning there was a lot more snow, and it's nice. Now the sun is shining, but I think the snow will stay because it's not that warm, not that cold either, but it's cold enough to keep the snow. If you hear the cats, Berlio is sitting next to me. He's mowing, and Demphy is sitting in my cupboard, which she isn't supposed to do, but yeah, as you if you have been around here, you know Demphy is well, it's a cat. They do what they want. That's what I say all the time. But yeah, the other big important news that I have been calling my boyfriend, fiance, my husband here on this channel, because we are together for almost 11 years. So for me, that's a huge amount of time. So I kept calling him my husband, but actually he is my fiance. We have been engaged for 9.5 years, I think, almost, but we put down our wedding date. So yay, we are getting married at the end of June next year, not last year, this year. Sorry guys, it's 2026, but we saved our dates for the end of June. Fun story, why it's set at that date is because my bestie was like, yeah, well, you have been together for almost 11 years, you have been engaged for 9.5 years, shouldn't it be time you guys get married? So yeah, and she sets a date and we were both like, yeah, well, why not? So we saved the date at the what's it called, the government thing where you have to get married. Not sure how it's called in English. Delphi? Nee. She wants to jump out of the cupboard onto my chair where I have my whips, and I don't want any nails on my whips, so she's not allowed. But yeah, we are getting married at the end of June. Still have to organize everything, so yeah. But I think that's life update, so let's get into the stitching. I have my stitching progress. I have a lot of haul, which you aren't used of me, and then I changed a bit of my plans, but that's something I will throw in the conversation because it's tied to something I bought and something that I talked about in my last video. So yeah, let's get into the stitching. First off, as always, is my Nefertiti by Lanarta. It's one that I'm doing for my bestie's mom. It's done on 27 counts, 2/2 or 1/2, depending on where the pattern asks for it. And it's been too long. It's been 3 weeks, I think, since my last update. But I know I finished another 5x5 row. And I started another one. But yeah, this one is only going to be worked on Saturday. It's going to get 7 strands. 7 strands every Saturday. But I will talk about that, why that is, in a bit. Then my next focus for the finish, this one is a focus for the finish. This one is called Hang On by Kayomi Hawaii. It's an artisy, it's an artisy design. And excuse my hanging threads, they are parked threads, and the end of my threads, because I'm a lazy stitcher, I don't always want to move around my hook to get it tucked in at the back. This one is a 20 count. Now I know because I started another one and I had to know which count it was. So this is a 20 count opalescent Ada 1/1 full cross, and I'm almost done. I just need to do his butt and his tail. I think this is the end of his tail, so I still need to do this, but he's now at 87.21% done. I have 19 colors zeroed out, and according to Stitchpal, he should be done at the end of March. I was supposed to stitch on this one the last couple of days of December, but that didn't happen. But I did work on it a couple of nights after I reached 500 stitches on my other whips, and then the 1st of January I worked on this for a whole day, and then on the 3rd I worked on it for a whole day again, and I had some good stitching days. So yeah, I love this one. It's almost done, almost. Needs to go there. Then the reason why my Lanarza isn't getting his morning stitches anymore is because, excuse me guys, is because I started a new one. My last video I asked you guys for some small hedgehog patterns because I couldn't find ones that I liked on Etsy, and one of my viewers recommended me to my bobbin. So I looked on there. There were a couple that I liked, one that I considered for a bit, but then I talked to my fiance and I showed him the one on my bobbin. I looked into the magazines that I have, and I had like 3 that I was considering, but in all of them there was something that I didn't like. It wasn't 100% what I had in mind to give to the teacher of the little one. So I don't know why. I think because I wanted to show my fiance the ones that I had saved on Etsy to show him, and then I just started searching again, and I found this one. It's called Autumn Hedgehog. It's by the Cross Count Studio on Etsy. It has 25 colors, and it's not a biggie, or not a big one. So this one is getting my morning stitches whenever I am able to get up at 5:30 or 6 until the little one gets up or need to be woken up. So yeah, this is also done on the 20 counts 1/1 opalescent one, the same as my hang on, and this is how far I've come with, I think I started it at the end of December, I think the 29th, and then this morning and yesterday I worked on it for a couple of strands. So I started, I don't know if you can see, but I started in the middle, then worked my way up, and now I'm doing the leaf. There are some spots in the hedgehog itself that I'm not sure how it will turn out, but we will see. I wanted a whimsical one because the teacher, the little one's teacher, is she's a fun teacher, but she's also sweet, and I wanted something whimsical, and this was something that stood out the most, so I got with this one. But I reached the top, so now I'm working my way down in the typewriter method in the 10 by 10 squares. Delphi, yeah, she's not supposed to sit on my little drawer thing, but yeah. According to Stitch Bell, I would need to do 89 stitches to get it done by the end of June, but because and that's something I forgot, or that totally slipped my mind, my little one has 2 teachers. He has a full-time teacher, and he has one that's taking over the class on Tuesday, I think. So she's part of the team, and I want to give her something as well. So if that one is done, I'm going to start this one. The other teacher is just a sweet. She's such a sweetheart, so I think I'm going to do this one. It's from a magazine, The World of Cross Stitch. It's issue 109 from April 2006, this one. So I'm going to do this one. I'm also preparing the little hedgehog with, I don't think I can reach it, but I made some thread holders, or how it's called, where I punch holes in it. Just a piece of cardboard where I punch holes in it. I'm going to put the numbers on it and just do 1 strand of floss. So whenever when the weather clears up or when it's getting warmer, I can take it with me without having to take all of my envelopes where I keep my my full set of DMC in. So I just have to take the little cards and can take it with me whenever we go to the playground and stuff, or when it's getting later dark in April or May, that I can take it with me when I go babysitting. So yeah, all that to say, I started a new one for my little one's teacher, and I'm hoping to get it done, or both of them done by the end of the school year, which is the end of June here in Belgium. And then my temperature stitching, because I'm not done yet. This is Eagle. It's one that I converted myself with an Android app that's no longer available. Excuse me, guys. And this one got worked on 7 times. Oh, and there are a lot of hanging threads on this one. And this one I'm doing the background on the diagonal in the 10 by 10 block, and the actual artwork I'm doing typewriter methods. So whichever is the highest that needs to be stitching, I'm choosing and go wherever the color takes me. But I always start with the background because I want to be done with the background first. So the background gets just 1 block, 10 by 10 blocks, so 100 stitches. If I'm working in the actual picture, it gets 1 strand or at least 50 stitches. So yeah, and these are going to stay my temperature stitching. I just switched their places on the digits. So with temperature stitching, you assign a project to 0 to 9, but I combined them, so 0 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9 have a project. And on Sunday I look up the forecast of the weather, and then I stitch all of them. So yeah, but that one got called 7 times over the course of 3 weeks, I think. Next one that got called 4 times is my fiance's daughter, or a picture of her that I converted myself again with that app. That's this one. Oh, trying to get her all in frame. And I'm working on the 939 blob at the moment, so I mostly worked in here. She's looking a bit strange because I started with the first color, and then I stitched it wherever it needed, if I could reach it. That's why she has her eyes and her nose, and then this her teeth, but not her lips. So yeah, now I'm working on the 939, and that's all of her hair that still needs to be done. And if that is done, I will pick a color in here and just go wherever it goes. But if it's here, or let's say here, I will stitch it in. And excuse my cats, they are growling at each other again. They can be really nice with each other, but they can also be not so nice with each other. Next one is T-Rex Attack by David Penfound. It's an Heaven and Earth design, and this one got gold 2 times. And this is the whole thing. And I'm still working in the background, so I think I mostly worked in the blue. Just filling it in one strand at a time, going from left to right. But now I think next time I'm going to fill in these spots. I think that's one color, so I'm just going to fill that in. But yeah, boring background, boring sky. And this one got only 2 strands, so the next one of my temperature stitching is a retired Heaven and Earth design. Artwork is by Dakota Detweiler, and it's called Hazel's Point of View, and it's called 6 times. I can't get it in frame, but most important part are these clouds. I have been working mostly in these clouds. Yeah, this is a fun one to stitch. It's parts of block and just going back and forth, but there are also parts like the clouds where you have to count and be, yeah, you need to use your brain a bit more. And then the last one of my temperature stitching is my family portrait, which is one that I converted myself again with that app that is no longer available in the App Store. And this one is got called 4 times. And this one I'm doing one color at a time, just like the picture of my fiance's daughter. And this one I'm doing 939. And I think I worked in here. So now it's just a 10 by 10 block all the way, I think around 100 or 200 more rows that I need to do, and once that is done, I'm just going back at the top and filling that part in. But yeah, they also, all of my temperature stitching or temperature whips also have a spot on my decision wheel for my regular rotation, so they will also be getting a 3-day rotation somewhere in the year. And then we are on to my regular stitching. In December I wanted to work on all of the whips that I hadn't worked on last year, so there were like, I think 12. Yeah, there were 12 the last time that I updated you guys, but the first 3 only got 1 day. The rest of them got at least 500 stitches, so some of them got a day or an evening, and then the next day to round up the last 2, sometimes 300 stitches. But this one got some attention in December and already had his rotation here in January, so he had over 1,000, because I did over 1,000 the 2nd of January, and that's something that I adjusted on my rotation, is if I hit 1,000 on a whip, the whip is done, so the next day or the rest of the evening I will work on my hang-on, and then I spin my wheel for the next one. So that's little adjustments that I made as well. But the first one is Faces of Fairy 117. It's Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and it's an Heaven and Earth design, and it's this cute one. I finally reached the 2nd corner, so now I'm just filling in the 10 by 10 squares, but this one is done for the year, so you won't be seeing him until next year, which is a bit sad, but I want to touch all of my whips every year, and this is the only way that I can do it. So yeah, and I totally forgot to tell you guys that all of my whips are done on 25 count 1/1 full cross, except for the hang-on one, that's 20 counts, and the Nefertiti is 27 count, and this one is 18 count. But this one is Steampunk Cats by artwork by Lori Cayena, and it's a pain-free crafts one, and this is done on 18 counts, like I told you a second ago, and it's done 2/1 full cross. And he's my little charmer. Yeah, I love this one, and this one got only 100, maybe 130 stitches. That's why I decided to last month to give all of them at least 500 stitches. My hang-on didn't get as much stitches because of that, but yeah, it was just sad that this one didn't get more stitches, but I love this one. and I think I have been working in this part. Yeah, I love the details on this one. And I'm not doing the background, by the way. The background is Charlotte in white, B5200, I think, but I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the little cats. Next one is Dandelion by Ash Evans. He's retired from Heaven and Earth Design. Yeah, another fun one, another cute one that only got like 2 or maybe 300 stitches when I worked on it last month, and I'm almost at the second corner. It's still not much to see. One day he will get much more time, but it will take a while to get my whip lists smaller. And then these all got at least 500 stitches. This one is Flower Kitty by Jeremiah Kittner. He's also retired from Heaven and Earth Design. And that's this one. I can show it like this. I don't have to hold the whole fabric because I haven't reached the second corner. I'm just doing the first column, no, the first line of the pattern until I reach the second corner, and then I go back in and do the 10 by 10 rows, but I'm not there yet. And it will take me a while to get there if they only get like 3 days a year, but that's the way it is at the moment. Next one is Donna Gelsinger by Heaven and Earth Design, and it's called Easter Bunny. This one my 14-year-old wanted me to start, so I did. And that's this one. I'm almost at the second corner, I think. Lots of browns. Yeah, I just worked my way to this side. Not sure where I worked. I know he got 500 stitches, but yeah. There are a lot of my whips that hasn't have much attention, but we will get there someday. Next one is a Zana Stitch one. You can find her on Etsy. And this one I'm calling Red Fox Lady because it doesn't have a name. And my hanging threads. This is a fun one to stitch. This one flows and it has those gorgeous colors. The reds. Yeah. Just doing the typewriter method, but doing the first line first. So not a whole lot to see. And then I spun and I forgot to take it out of the basket. Let me see. No, that's the wrong one. That's this one. Then I spun this one. It's a Excuse the Glare. It's a Sew the Stitch one. The Star Hunters. It's a cute one. Where's Berlio? yeah, he's whining. He wants to have attention, but he's not getting at the moment. This one I'm doing on a 22 counts, 1/1, because I wanted to blue. The only problem is there is one color that you can barely see. This one you can't see very much at the moment as well, but if you have like the other colors around, I think it will be fine. This one, because it's a paper pattern, it only got like 5 strands. 500 stitches is around 5 strands for me if it's block stitching, so I think got 5, maybe 6 strands. But yeah, I only had like this and only the darker red over hair, I think. I know I had one color over hair, but all the rest I did the day it got spun. And it should have been done a long time ago, but it hasn't. Next one that got spun was A Little Bit of Magic by Wendell Spangler, another Heaven and Earth design. That's this one. And it's getting a bit dark, so I'm hoping the colors are visible enough. Just doing the first line again. Taking the first symbol and just going wherever the thread leads me. And I mostly worked here in the arch, I think it's called, and then this side. Haven't reached the second corner. There's a bit more to see on this one, not a lot, but a bit more. And then another Zana Stitch one on Etsy. It's called The World of Machine. I'm calling it Mickey because it's mostly Mickey. And yeah, that's this one. I love how the way the clock is coming out. It's a lot of confetti stitching, but it's fun. I like confetti stitching instead of the boring block stitching. Yeah, still a long way to go on this one because I just done I don't know how much of the first corner, and I still need to get to that corner. So yeah, but almost all of the colors that I pick in the top row ends up being in the clock. So yeah, that's why it's not going that fast, but I love it. Three more, I think. No, 4 more. Yeah, almost there. With showing you my whips that I worked on. The next one is another Wendell Spangler by Heaven and Earth Design. It's called Afternoon Tea. And that's this one. This one I reached the second corner. So I started filling in the border. He has like a big border around it. And I'm thinking about filling in the border first and then going into the actual picture, but I'm not sure. And I still have some time to think about it because the first block and a bit is border, so I can still make up my mind if I reach that second corner with the border, that is. Then one of my Celtic ladies got spun. This one is the autumn one by Lavender and Lace. This one is done on a 28 count 2/2. Not sure what color it is. I know it's the asked for one, and I worked on her face. I filled in some of her hair, but mostly worked on the face. And this one as well, because it's a paper pattern, it got like five strands. I'm not counting my stitches on my paper patterns anymore. I used to, but that was when I was doing all of the challenges in the groups, but I'm not doing those anymore, so I'm not counting my my stitches anymore. The last one that I worked on in December is called Mini Summoning Old Friends. It's artwork by Carrie Hawks, and it's a Heaven and Earth design, and that's this one. Excuse the crease, I think it's called, but mine are all folded and put away in a drawer, so when they are folded they get creases. So yeah, and the hanging threads, I'm a lazy stitcher, or I'm a lazy ender of my threads. That's why you see all of those short hanging threads. But I worked in this kitten, I think, yeah, on the blues and a bit on her cheeks and nose. So yeah, this one you get to see a bit more because he started a couple of years ago, so he had some attention. And then the one that I'm still working on, I started this one on Monday, Sunday. I started it on Sunday, so he still has one day left today, and that's another one from Zana Stitch on Etsy, and it's called Disney World. You have a couple of them, and I liked this one the most, mostly because of the other ones was started by a couple of people I saw, and I don't like to do other people's patterns, or at least if they are getting stitched by a whole lot of people, I don't like it. Same with books. If it's a hype, I don't want to read it. But yeah, this one, if I want to reach 1,000 stitches on this rotation, we will need to get a little over 300 stitches today, which shouldn't be a problem because I don't have to babysit tonight. Yeah, love this one, and you get to see, I think it's Daisy that is getting completed slowly. This one has a blue border around it. At the moment I'm not stitching it, so I'm picking colors. The blue border is like 8 stitches high for the most part, so up here it would be 8 stitches high. So I'm doing the first row essentially that I'm picking colors from. So here it's 3 or 4 rows that I'm picking colors. This one will only be 2 for the whole width of the piece, which is this. This is a big one, can't even hold it in the screen completely. So yeah, but I'm still working on this side, and tonight I'm going to be picking colors in these two rows, hopefully getting my 300 and a bit stitches in. If it's not, he will get put on a different wheel for the end of the year, because I'm thinking about doing the same thing like I did last month. The ones that aren't getting picked at the end of the year, December will be the month that I'm either going to try and work on all my projects, or the ones that I haven't worked on, or if I reached all them or worked on them, all of them, I am going to try and put 1,000 stitches in all of them. And excuse my washing machine, he's spinning, so if you can hear that, I apologize. But yeah, that's my plan for the end of the year, so a long time away, or yeah, not sure how you say it, but the end of the year in December I will see what whips I haven't touched, or that haven't reached the 1,000 stitches that I wanted to, and then just spin that wheel and see how many I can cross off. But we're still in January, so a lot of months to go, and I'm trying to stitch every single day on my main whip. So far so good. Like I said, I had like a lot of good stitching days, because we didn't do much in the Christmas break. But yeah, but that were all my whips, and now on to haul. I'm just going to read my notes, and and I have to put my two videos together, because my tablet only holds like 45-46 minutes in one video, so I will have to put them together. But yeah, haul. The first ones that I'm going to put on the screen are the ones by Stitches So Beautiful. She had like an advent calendar from the 1st of December till the 25th of December. They were all freebies on her Facebook page. Now you can buy them on her website. There are some cute ones. They are not very big. I think the biggest ones are 200 by 200, but they have not a whole lot of colors, but enough colors for the size they are. So I have shown a couple of them in my previous videos, but I saved a couple more. So the first one is Sweet Christmas Polar Bear. I have to think, because I saved them, but I have to think what it looks like. It's just a polar bear with a sign next to it in blues, I think, with North Pole on it. It's a cute one. Next one is a stained glass Jolly Saint Nick. It's a stained glass from St. Nicholas, or Santa Claus, and it's mostly reds. It's not my type of pattern or aesthetics, but I like it, so I saved it. Then North Pole Snowman. Oh no, I switched them up. The Christmas Polar Bear is... I forgot about it. How horrible is that? I saved it and I can't remember what it looks like. Anyway, North Pole Snowman is a snowman in blues, in the color blue, and with a sign next to it with North Pole. Then the next one that I saved is I want a hippo for Christmas. Hippo something. I'm not going to try to pronounce the full name of the animal. That's one that I saved, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to stitch it. But it's not that I'm definitely not going to stitch it. It's what's it called in English? Not I doubt about it, but it's questionable. No, that's not the right words either. Yeah, well, I'm just not 100% sure, but I didn't want to miss out on it if I would decide to stitch it, so that's one that I saved. Then cute Christmas raccoons. It's just 3 raccoons with hats and scarves on them. They are cute, so that's one I'm definitely going to stitch. They're not playing nice anymore. I think them feet got too close to Berlioz, and Berlioz is getting used to us more and more, but he still wants some distance at times, so he lashes out at Denvi, or he growls at her like you heard. And then the last one, that was the last that we got as a freebie, is called Cute Reindeer, and that is one that I'm definitely going to stitch. I already know that I want to do it on the sparkle or opalescent fabric that I have. So yeah, that's one that definitely going to be stitched when I have no idea, but it's going to be stitched. Then Charting Creations put up a new freebie on their Facebook group. It's their second one, and it's called Snoozing Christmas Fox. He's so cute. He's a little fox in a Christmas bulb, or how you want to call it. He's so cute, but he's not small. He's 375 by 392 stitches, and he's got 99 colors. I want to stitch it, but still same with the cute reindeers, not sure when, because I want to whip down, but yeah. I think that one is still available on the Charting Creations Facebook group. If I remember, I will put them the links in the description box. And then the ones that I bought. The Cross Stitch Studio teased us with the image, or a part of the image from their new sale that has started on the 1st of January, a couple of months ago. And the moment I saw it, I was like, I have never done a secret stitch or a secret sale, but this one I'm considering. But I also want to whip down. I have way too many patterns in my stash, both digital, magazines, you name it. I definitely need to get to live 200-300 years to get them all done, I think. So yeah, but it kept crossing my mind, and at the end of December I was like, yeah, I'm just going to buy it. If I'm going to buy a whole lot of other patterns, then I can put that one on top of it. So that's what I did. I bought the cell from the cross stitch studio. They releasing the 1st and the 15th of the month. You get a part of the pattern. You have to be in their Facebook group to get them, and they gave us a free chart which is called Sleepy Winter Foxes, which is adorable. It's another fox. The secret cell is a fox as well. By the way, it's called Foxy Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. And then I also mentioned the last time that I had some haul from Thread Geeks, that I had like 7 or 8, I think, in my shopping carts that I still wanted to buy, and that's what I did. So the first 3 are from Spiral Direct. The first one is, that's the artwork. The patterns are from Thread Geeks. The first one is Sweet Dreams. It's just a cute little dragon sleeping on a moon. I have already decided that I'm not going to do the background. I have a couple of patterns on black fabric. I don't mind it. But with this one there are stars in the sky. So yeah, I'm going to try and find a nice fabric that I can use as a background for that one, so that I only have to stitch the sleeping dragon on the moon. Next one is so gorgeous. It's Ashes Reborn. It's a what's it called? The Firebird. It's slipping my mind. You are all yelling at me what it's called. A phoenix. That's it. I love the why can't I talk anymore or explain things anymore? I like the meaning of the phoenix, but as with wolves, I have a specific picture in my mind that a phoenix needs to be. So if an artwork isn't presenting a phoenix or a wolf or other things like I want them to be, I'm not buying them. But this one is just, it's just so good. So I had to put him in my shopping cart and buy it. So yeah, it's another dark one, but this one I'm going to stitch background, I think. Next one is another dark one. It's called Spellbound. It's a black cat on a gravestone, I think, with tombs in the back. I know it's a really dark one as well, so a whole lot of black stitches. Yeah, I haven't checked how many black that one is, or how many black stitches that is, but yeah, saw it, fell in love with it, had to put it in my shopping cart. Next one is a cute one. It's a totally different aesthetic, and yeah, it's just totally different piece. It's called Penny Blue Reading. The little bunny sitting in a chair with a book, sleeping. That's me. I like to read. I don't do it as often as I like it these days, but yeah, that's my second love. cross stitching and reading share the same spots of things that I like. And that one is by Christine Caron. Not sure how to pronounce it in English. The next two are from Twisselbach. First one is Fairy Gossip. Another one that is totally different than what I'm drawn to. But something in it just got me in. Is it the colors? Is it the fairy? I don't know, but I liked it enough to buy it. Next one is one that is Natalie's Fault by Official Mermaid's Cove. She's on Instagram, I know, but I have an Instagram account, but I don't use it anymore. And she used to make videos here on FlossTube. But yeah, this one is totally her fault. It's Persephone. Yeah, another dark one. But this one, I know that I'm not going to do the black border. You have like at the sides of the artwork, you have like a strip of black at both sides. That's not something that I'm going to stitch. I'm just going to stitch the picture, and then yeah, that's just something she showed it a couple of times, and I fell in love with it. So that was something that I wanted to have. Next one is completely different again. It's one by Simona Candini. It's called Love Will Keep You Warm. It's just cute. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the backgrounds. Maybe I'm going to search for a fabric that I can use so I don't have to stitch the background, but I think her skin color is the same as the background, so I'm not sure. But it's just a cute one. It's a kitten or a girl with a kitten. The kitten has like a yarn ball that she's playing with, so yeah, cute. Then one by Andrea Herniak. I will put the name on the screen because I think I'm butchering it. I bought another one the last time that I bought patterns from Thread Geek, and this one is called My Wilderness. Another wolf, one that I really liked, but I'm not going to do the background, I think. I have a lot of patterns with a lot of backgrounds, and if it's just one color, I'm not going to stitch it most of the time. And then the last one, which is a completely different piece. It's by Jody Bursma. I don't know what it is that drew me in, or that's stood out to me, but I just love it. It's called Rising in Beauty. It's a what's it called in English? The big birds. Yeah, well, I like it. I don't know why. I know I have a very what's it called, eclectic taste of patterns and artwork and all kind of stuff. So it shouldn't surprise me that I like this one as well, but I think it's the colors or the way it's portraited, or how you say it. Yeah, I just like it. When all of these are going to get started, no idea. but they are all retired and I didn't want to miss out on them or out on them. And I know I want to whip down, but I think I have a plan for that, to sprinkle them in. Yeah, I think I made up my mind, because last time I said I didn't want to start any this year, but I think I will start one when Hang On is done. So the end of March-ish, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Other plans or stuff to talk about, I don't think so. Plans is just doing my 3-day rotation, or whenever I hit my 1,000 stitches on the piece that is spun, and then work on my Hang On until that is done. Temperature stitching on Sundays, working on my Nefertiti and my Autumn Hedgehog. Nefertiti on Saturday, Hedgehog whenever I get up on time and do 1 or 2 strands. So yeah, that's it. It's another long one, but I had a lot to show you guys. My whip parade is in the works. I still have to do some background stuff for it. I still need to take my pictures of all of my whips. That's something I'm going to do after I edited this video. I still need to look up my percentages of all of my whips, and then I have to put all my whips in a pile and start filming. I do know I'm going to do it in a couple of sections, but I'm going to put it in one big one. So if I look at my at the one I did last year, it's going to be a huge one. So if you see it, make sure you get some stitching with you, because you will get some stitching in the piece you pick. But yeah, that's something that I'm going to do the next couple of days, and trying to get it uploaded Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I need to babysit so I can edit it once the kiddos are in bed at that family. So yeah, I'm going to try and upload it on Saturday, the beginning of next year at the latest. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best, guys. So yeah, that's it for me. Happy stitching. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I will see you next week. Bye. Happy stitching.